The Epikore line is a new, most expensive line here at DALI. It showcases the best that DALI has to offer with technology from the core.
We wanted to make a series of speakers which was both elegant and also very masculine in its expression. And when we started up, we actually started up drawing the whole series from the beginning. But we launched the 11 as the first speaker because we wanted to make an impression of what it was. But when we started the process, it was actually the whole series we made.
I think it's significant that the Epikore line uses the same tweeter as in the core. It is a hybrid tweeter consisting of a planar magnetic as well as a textile dome tweeter. And the combination of the two fuses, you could say, the advantages of each of these designs into this hybrid tweeter. The planar magnetic tweeter has a very low moving mass, so it has a quality in the way it can play very high frequencies, and it goes up to well above 30 and 40 kilohertz. Whereas the 35mm textile dome tweeter is larger than a standard tweeter. It will roll off at about 15 kilohertz, and instead you get from this tweeter that is bigger, you get better power handling, you get a larger surface area. So there are advantages that we try to fuse in this hybrid tweeter. So in the new Epikore 9, there is a mid-range driver that is identical from the Epikore 11, and it crosses over directly into this hybrid tweeter. This mid-range driver is a 6.5-inch driver with our clarity cone, the geometry where you have some patterns in the cone that we call the clarity cone technology that stiffens up certain areas of the cone. It ensures a better transition from pistonic motion into the motion where there are vibration modes in the cone. It uses a titanium voice coil former. It has high power handling. So in every way, this mid-range driver is optimized for use as a mid-range, and it has been carried over directly from the Epikore 11 to the Epikore 9. The mid-range driver also has the new second generation SMC. SMC stands for soft magnetic composite, and it's a material that is from compressed iron powder that has good magnetic properties and no electrical conductivity, which means that you eliminate eddy currents, resulting in low distortion. In both the Epikore 9 and Epikore 11, the mid-range is crossed over to woofers. In the Epikore 9, there are two woofers, and both of them operate in the same frequency range. In the Epikore 11, there are 4 woofers. 2 of them are filtered a little earlier, lower in frequency, which makes this a 4.5-way design. The Epikore 3 is a 3-way stand-mount design with a newly developed 7-inch mid-woofer.
The main idea was to make a stand speaker with the stand from the beginning. If you look at it, it looks like a heatsink. And normally a heatsink, when you touch it, it will ring and has a lot of resonances. We have added a lot of materials close to the body, and then it becomes very thin in the outside. And with do that, you can reduce a lot of these ringing tones. Also, when we combine it with the base and the top plate, we can actually eliminate almost all resonances in the stand, so it's very dead when you touch it.
The Epikore 7 uses the same 7-inch driver design as we have implemented in Epikore 3. Here it's an 8-ohm version, but here there are 2 of them, and they share the load in the base, and then as you go up through the mid-range, one of the woofers, the lower woofer, is rolled off, and the other woofer, mid-range, continues all the way up to the tweeter section. The benefit is that you get good sensitivity, fuller bass, and in a technical way you could say that you can compensate for the baffle step this way in the design. I am particularly proud of this 7-inch driver, but I'm also proud of the whole Epikore range. And I think that this 7-inch driver is probably the best mid-woofer that I have designed in my career.
The Epikore series is probably the series that I am most proud of, because I think we use all our competences in one product, because we have both the visual effects in a beautiful curved cabinet and also this 3D shaped baffle on the front. Also, all the technologies in the drivers and so on is perfect. And all these things combined, I think we made the best product we have ever made.